Okay. My name is Eli. This is my Resources for Ventures application. This is the third of 5 portfolio projects that I'm doing as a part of my Flatiron software development bootcamp curriculum. Before I get into it, I want to do just a quick problem description. There is an organization that works, I think, in Boston with primarily inner city Muslim community to teach English as a second language to help this community get jobs and get education and become a bigger part of their community. It's a very cool program, and they use an ESL curriculum called Ventures. It's these 5 course levels, and their curriculum is basically just out of these 5 paper workbooks, which works really well for their purposes. The instructors for this course, they have lots of supplemental study materials online that they distribute to students to just help the whole process go a little bit more smoothly. So that's the problem. Is right now the best way that they have of distributing these is just through texting, which presents obvious problems with just between the language barrier and between having to dig through old messages to find an article or a tool that your teacher has sent you. There's just no good organized way of working with these materials. So that's what this application is. This is my Resources for Ventures, and it is a way of creating these study materials and linking them out to external websites and being able to distribute them to students. It's a place where both students and teachers can log in and interact with each other and kind of consume these resources. So I'm logged in as just kind of one of the randomly generated Facebook test users right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just sign up with Linda here. Actually, before I do that, one other thing I want to point out is just a lot of the kind of design and layout and UI choices that have been made here are done with accessibility in mind. If you're a little bit higher in these levels, you can speak some English and read some English, but especially at the most basic level, these are people who are pre-literate in the English language. So I want everything to be very visual and very logical, and just kind of take the pressure off people so that they don't have to rely on all the English text here. So I'm going to go ahead and sign in with my big, easy to read button here. We're going to continue. And we're going to say that Linda is actually one of our teachers. The page will default set you up as a student at the most basic level. So I do want to go ahead and finish setting her up from the edit profile. I have the teacher button kind of hidden down here because I don't want students to actually teach it, not really knowing what they're or click it, not really knowing what they're reading, and then not know what to do with their dashboard with all these weird tools that they're not supposed to have. So I'm a teacher. We'll say that we are a level 3 instructor. I'm going to hit edit. And now this is our teacher homepage instead. That's perfect. I have my list of other students who are at level 3. Of course, these are clickable links, so I can check out all their pages. Before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and show one more aspect of our sign up page here. Let me go ahead and log in as another test user. Give me just a moment. Actually, it occurs to me I can show you just with Linda's page here. I just wanted to point out that, so if you're a student and you've just logged in, and maybe you're not very strong at reading all of these navigation links on the page, and you just know that this is not your workbook, very logically and intuitively, in order to change your workbook level, you can also just click on the banner here and it will take you to that same edit spot there. But we're going to leave Linda alone, and then let me go ahead and show you what it's like to sign in as a brand new student, just using the form. So we're not going to select this. We're going to say we're level 1. And we'll just make me, I think I already did that. Let's do Peter. Oops. All right, sorry. Okay, so perfect. So we have a teacher Sharon, and there are lots of other kind of preloaded users in here. But let's actually kind of interact with the website a little bit. I'm going to log back in as my own fake teacher profile um, that I set up a while ago, just so I can show some of what you can do here. So. I'm level 2. I can view all of my level 2 students very easily. I can view all of the assignments that I've already created very easily. So I can see that I've sent Philip just our Google homepage, and I've also sent him the Google Translator. And right over here, I see that he's viewed both of them. I can jump over and just check out his profile. I see he has both of his assignments on there. I can jump in here and create materials. I'm actually not sure. Let me just do, oh man. Um, oh, let's just find an easy link here. Perfect. Grammar Revolution. We'll say this article that I want my students to be able to read. Let's go ahead and add some materials, which you can, there are multiple links for this. We'll call this um, and then I just want to make sure that I've formatted that right. We're just going to start with the www, and you can add these to any level. I think this was a level 2 teacher, but I'm going to go ahead and make this a level 4 material here, and go ahead and create that. So we have our show page, and this will link you right out to that article, and I can jump back into where we are. Obviously, all of these things are editable very easily. Let's go back home, and let me just show you our kind of show pages for these materials. These are, again, just color-coded to the workbook that represents their level. I just want it to all be super logical. And then the other thing we can do is view by course, so I can look at just each of them. I don't think I have any. Nope. But I do have. Nope. Let's see, we got some level 2 ones in there. We got some basic ones in here as well. So I'm going to go back home to my show page. I want to create another assignment. So we'll make this for, I don't know, Peter's. Oh, no, I do. I have his login. So we can make a new one for Peter. And we'll assign him past tense. Okay. Perfect. So I can jump back over to here, and let's go ahead and sign out and sign back in as Peter. Just sticking with an easy convention here. Perfect. So I have my teacher Sharon, and I have an assignment now. So I can go straight to this, check it out, get really comfortable with it, and once I have checked it out, I can now mark it as viewed very easily. Perfect. It's now marked as viewed. Go back to my user page, and then if I sign back out and sign back in as my, well, not my, but an instructor, I can see Peter has now viewed his data. I think that's most of what I need to show here. It really is. It's a pretty basic application, but everything that you can do in here just is very, very simple and hopefully very intuitive. I look forward to adding some searchability, maybe a simple messenger functionality. I look forward to also doing a few more nested roots so that I could, for example, I like buttons here that say, create assignment so that I can just quickly click on my students and, not have to go through that big drop down list every time when there's, a million students here. I'd like to be able to do also little simple student profile pictures, optionally just to make things easier. I have a whole wish list, and I just look forward to getting some feedback on this and moving forward with my curriculum here. I think I covered all the bases. Again, everything is a clickable link, so you can jump to show pages. Also, students are, I'll just share this off real quick. You are prevented from, for example, if I'm logged in as somebody else, I can't go in and, for example, edit my teacher or anything like that. So there are some security simple measures in place here. Alternatively, a teacher can go in and edit pretty much anything about a student. I just think that's helpful, so that if a student is just not understanding how to use some of this interface, a teacher can go in and fix it for them. So it's kind of one directional there. But yeah, I'm excited to hear any questions that you might have for me, and things to fix and add and clarify. Thank you so much.